name is Nicola and I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So it's actually the Monday again, it's the 29th of May, but I'm filming this video, oh there goes the cat having a tea, which is going out on the 30th of May, on Tuesday the 30th of May. So this is Flosstube number, when it comes up, 46. So I haven't got as much progress as, well, I say I haven't got as much progress. I've got lots of progress, but not as many projects as last week. As you remember, last week I had like 6 to show. To this week I've got 3. So I'm not going to hang around because I've got some bits that I want to do. So the first thing that I've worked on is this piece. And it's my Tilton Crafts Realm of Middle Earth map. Oh, look, horribly sunburnt there. Been out today, I've got sunburnt, but there you go. I think it's a light as well. Sorry, I should have gotten this out, forgot to. And this is being worked on 25 count even weave 1/1 full cross, and we've gone from 27.46 to 27.64% completed, so not a lot, but again, as you can see, we've put in more of this here and we are getting ever closer to the end of this row. So yeah, very pleased with that. So let's just show you the full piece, because I don't get this one out often enough and show you the full piece. Okay, so just slowly moving along. Don't know if you're seeing it all, I hope you are. I can't see through the stitching because it's quite thick, but there we go. So I mean, it's massive, as you can see, barely fits into the frame there. What a huge piece. And as you can see in the middle, I did start parking, but then I saw the better of my ways with that, and I've stopped parking on this one now. So when I get round to the middle again, it's going to be a case of working those threads in. So yeah, so very pleased with the progress on that one. 56.16%, which doesn't sound like a lot, and it isn't a lot. But progress is progress. It's had a few extra stitches in. It's probably, I think it's had about 400 extra stitches. It had 2 days of 500, but that's returning to 2 days of 700 stitches. Because as you know, I haven't got a start and finish, but there we go. So next piece that I worked on, again, this one, I think it was on a Stitch With Me this week. Yes, it was. It was on my ASMR Stitch With Me. And if you've seen that, you'll know what I'm talking about, or which piece I'm talking about. You mock up. Come on. Thank you. And it's this one. And this is a Heaven and Earth design, and this is Envy. Artwork is by Marta Dahlig. I'm stitching this one on 25 count lugana 1/1 full cross. It's also had some extra stitches, so it's had 2 days, 500 stitches plus, so it's had at least another couple of hundred each day, I think. Let me have a look in my little book. 800 one day and 700 the next, so that's like 1500 stitches in. It's not moved up an awful lot percentage wise, but it has moved up progress wise. We've gone from 20.12 to 20.75%. I'm just going down to the bottom where I've stitched. So as you know, I'm wanting to find the bottom on this one, and I have been asked about it. So what I've started to do is just to try and find the bottom. Now if you can see my grid lines, the grid line is showing the bottom of the piece. So once I've filled in this block, we're at the bottom of section 1. Very pleased with how this one is stitching up. It's coming along beautifully. And you know, somebody mentioned it had like a velvet appearance, and I can really see it on there. So just for completeness, in its entirety, back, there we go. As you can see, it's quite long. Okay, so that's had just over 0.5% on it. So keep going with Envy. And you know, I'm pretty sure that I'll get to the bottom in the next sort of session or two that I stitch on it. So yeah. Right, okay, so as I have no start and finish, as I said, what I was going to do was plough my extra energy into Maui Princess, and I've done that. I've had a really good weekend this weekend. It's bank holiday weekend here in the UK, and 2 of those days I spent at home. Today being the Monday after the actual bank holiday, I have gone out and had the day out, and I've not touched this yet. So, and it's a really nice moment for me to bring this to bring out Maui Princess. Now, out of the last 7 sessions, now she had her 2 days of rotation last Tuesday and Wednesday, and on both those days I got 1600 and 1200 stitches in respectively, and then a 600 and a 700, so that's I've got to do some mental maths now. 2,800, 3,400, 4,100, 5,100, 6,100. I've done 6,700 stitches on her just this week, because Saturday and Sunday, the 2 weekend days, I've not worked on her yet today, but Saturday and Sunday I managed to get a whopping 1,300 stitches in each session. So as a consequence, I've got lots of progress. If you've been on my Instagram, you will have seen this. I had some loose threads, and I've still got some loose threads, but they're not the same loose threads. I've managed to work some in. So I've put in a little bit more around this section and filled in the rest of the sun. I've done a little bit more on her arm and around here, and she is starting to have a face. So this eye is completely done, and where my finger is about where the edge of the work is. So I've still, if I put the face really close, the problem is with these very pale pink stitches, they're difficult to see. But if I put it close there, you can see there's a line there, and then there's a line up there. So I've done, you know, obviously quite a bit, and her mouth's coming through there as well. Her other eye will be here. So I've got a whopping amount of progress on this, which I'm delighted with. Sorry, they're having a chat in the kitchen. They know I'm filming, but they're still having a chat. So that's how she looks in her entirety. I mean, how stunning is that? It's just looking wonderful. I'm so pleased. In terms of stitches, as I said, 6,700 I work it out as in my mental maths, but I could be wrong, Sam, before. We've moved from 48.85% to 52.07. So we've put on more than 3% on this piece in the last week. Now, today is the 29th, even though this video is going out on the 30th, and I have today, the 30th, and the 31st to stitch on it. I might get to 53% by the time I've done that. Who knows? All being well, but I'm back at work tomorrow, so I might not. But this is definitely the next one for a finish. And as the face is coming in, I didn't really, last night I'm sort of sat up and it's 10 o'clock and I just put on my 1,300 stitch, and I'm thinking I'm up early tomorrow because I knew me and Andy were going out. I must put this down. I didn't want to. You know, when you start to stitch something and it just, you know, it's just amazing, and I've absolutely loved it. So that's it for stitching. So I've got no haul as yet this week because my order's still not arrived. Although having said that, I've not seen any posts for a few days. It's been a bank holiday weekend as well, so it's not unusual for British Post to be behind, but there you go. To be fair, I don't think I've had a confirmation dispatch email yet either, but if I don't get one midweek, I will be chasing it up. So coming week, I've got a stitching shelf out today, and I'm not showing that until I've done it second day, which is tomorrow. And I will do a stitch with me with a stitching shelf. It will be one with music. And then we are back to the beginning of rotation to Night Cafe, and Wednesday and Thursday Night Cafe will be out on the frame, and I will do a chatty stitch with me with Night Cafe. I've got loads and loads of comments that I want to talk about in that chatty stitch with me, so for those of you who've left a comment, thank you very, very much, because that helps me enormously. And I will be able then to just sort of go through those comments and respond to them. Some of them I've kind of responded to, but I do want to go a little bit more in depth when I do my stitch with me. But other than that, that's really it, apart from my very hot sunburnt face. I'll tell you about what I did today on my stitch with me as well, because I'm very proud of what I've achieved today. But there we go. So all that's left for me to say is thank you very much indeed for watching and for subscribing. I've seen a few new subscribers have joined since my last video. If you do have the time, please take the time to go and have a look at another video of mine. There's plenty in the bank there. That's all I ask. That's the only thing I ask you to do to support the channel, is just give me your viewership. But other than that, take care, thanks for watching, happy stitching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.